Well, we just introduced you to Frisbee Rob a few minutes ago. Now he's here to tell us more about his talent and working with Davy and the motivational speaking that he does. So, hey, thanks so much for coming in.
Awesome.
That story was incredible. We love that. We love seeing Davy go long distance. And we're just learning he's a pretty chill guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Whippets and Greyhounds are very chill. They like to sleep, we say 99% of the time. So unlike Border Collies, they definitely have an off switch.
Yeah, the switch is off. Davy's pretty chill right now. So let's talk about how you guys got together. How'd you even get into this whole thing?
I started playing Ultimate Frisbee, as most people do, probably about 15 years ago. Started teaching Ultimate Frisbee to people, and then a lady in Calgary that does dog disc actually asked me to teach her how to throw to dogs.
Okay.
She's like, well, you can throw really far. I want to throw to my dog. Then I ended up meeting his owner, and the rest is sort of history from there.
History from there. Yeah. Now let's talk about how far you can throw a Frisbee, because it is incredibly far. How do you even learn to get, is it more technique than it is power? Because you're a big guy, obviously very powerful, but what's the technique to get it out there that far?
A lot of it is arm speed and just getting a lot of spin. So a disc like this, I can throw 2.5 football fields.
Wow.
The world record is a little further than that, and that guy is actually a little taller than me and skinnier, so he gets more whip.
Okay, so it's obviously something you have to train for.
Yeah, a lot of practice, learning the technique. So if you think of discus, how they do the turn in discus, to get really good distance, you have to do the turn as well.
Wow.
For throwing a disc. Yeah.
Wow, okay, so a lot of dedication, but you also put a lot into the speaking part of this as well. You're using Frisbee to get to kids. How did that come about?
Yeah, my vehicle is Frisbee, but the message is much more than that. So it's about being unique. You know, how many people do this stuff? Not a lot. And so it's encouraging kids dance, sing, whatever, something different, and just doing that. And so it's, as much as I play sports, I'm encouraging kids to do what they like to do as well.
Now, how much have you faced in that in your own life? Obviously, Frisbee is a pretty unique thing nowadays. How much of that do you face in your own life?
Yeah, I used to figure skate. So that was a huge thing for me up to grade 5, and teased a lot, bullied for that. And then I kind of got into hockey and realized, wow, okay, if you do something that everybody does, you're the cool kid.
Right.
But then if you do something that no one else does, they kind of, they pick on you and they make fun of you for it.
But now you can use it to give your, like you said, the vehicle.
Yeah, and once I set a Guinness record, people stop making fun of me for doing Frisbee, and they're like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. And so it's just trying to turn that around and say, accept somebody the whole time, not once they have success.
And how many Guinness records do you have now?
I have 6 Guinness World Records on my own. Or sorry, 2, and then Dave and I have 2. So I have 4 on my own, 2.
4, and then he has 2 with you as well.
He's the star, really.
Yeah, he looks like the star. He looks like he's done this a time or 2 before. So what's it like being in the Guinness Book of World Records? Is that something you bring up at dinner parties, or is it just something, a feather in your cap to help you spread your message?
I mean, at first it was always a goal of mine. Reading the book as a kid, it's the heaviest man and the tallest man. So I knew I couldn't do that.
Right.
So it kind of was a pipe dream. And then when I actually got into it, it's funny because I didn't really... It was sort of a process. My goal, my dream, I worked towards it. It was the end goal. And then kids are like, oh, do you drive a Lamborghini? Do you have paparazzi? Do you have $1 million? And I'm like, no, but maybe that's what they think. But it's not like that. I had to actually buy my own Guinness books.
Okay, there you go. Well, so it's not as glamorous as it may seem, but it gets you to those kids and gets you to connect, doesn't
it? Exactly. It provides the opportunity to meet with those kids, which is everything. Yeah.
Now let's go through the Frisbees, because there's a few different kinds of tools that you use. This one is Davy's, right? Yeah,
so it's a lot lighter, a lot safer for him.
Okay.
This would be used for disc golf, so we have like a driver, iron, and then a putter.
And this driver is more compact, a little heavier, right?
Yeah, and you definitely do not want to catch that.
No, so, I wouldn't want to catch this one either. We're going to show that off for the camera. This is the driver. And speaking of disc golf, you're going to be participating in disc golf today, right?
Yeah, there's a tournament at Rundle Park disc golf course. It's the 18th annual. Okay. Running all weekend. There's probably about 70 people competing, open to the public, so they can come over and watch. Just if they drive into the park, it's right at the very end of it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
tomorrow
good.
Between 11 and 1 is probably the best time.
Okay.
But yeah, we play 4 rounds and...
There you go. If you want to see a Frisbee expert in action, go check him out. That's for certain. And you're on the road as well. You're going to Saskatchewan to spread the word as well.
Yeah, going to Regina on Monday for 10 days, speaking in schools, teaching Ultimate, teaching disc golf.
Wow.
And cool thing this weekend, there's 2 guys actually. So the top Canadian at Nationals a couple years ago will be there. His name's Elijah. And then my friend Mark, who was a 2-time world mini champion, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot of really good players out this week.
Very cool stuff. Thanks so much for coming and talking to us. Very nice to meet you. You too, Davy. Nah, you can stay there. That's cool. Yeah. All right, the River City Cup continues today. It's from 10 till 4, just like we told you at Rundle Park Disc Golf Course. There's the information if you want to know more about Rob and his website there. Pretty cool stuff. You got to check it out. We have to head to break. We've got news headlines at the bottom of the hour. Stay with us.